Hi, I'm DK Yoon, currently a professor of software department at Aja University, which is located in Suwon, which is a suburb of Seoul, Korea. I'm thrilled to have this opportunity to present one of my favorite topics, particularly to international audiences serving as public officials like you. Today's topic is government as a platform. Many of you already heard about this subject and probably more familiar with the word platform, right? Platform is a place where people get together and do something for whatever they need to do with other people. Today, in IT world, platform has almost the same meaning. Platform provides the online facility to exchange goods, services, and money, etc. So, the term government as a platform also implies that the role of a platform is so important for modern government. So, here we go. First, we'll go over some background, such as evolution of digital government, modern definition of platform, and platform as a service, which shares the fundamental concepts with government as a platform. Secondly, we'll cover the main subjects. Third, I will introduce a few case studies by which I hope you could have some insights about how GaaP, which is government as a platform, can be implemented and applied in real world. First, background. OECD defined the transition of digital government in three phases as shown in the figure. The first phase is called analog government. Most services are hard to access, non-transparent. The second phase is e-government with better transparency than in the first phase. Most of the government services have better accessibility by citizens. From the government official's viewpoint, efficiency is the most appreciable value achieved in the second phase by using digital technologies. The third phase, digital government, the most important keyword is open. By this openness, government service become more transparent, and as a result, huge amount of government data become available for public access, which is followed by innovation led by citizens. I think most of the government are somewhere in second and third phase. Even for a single government, some services are still in the first phase, while most other services are in the second and third phase. Korea, for example, most of the services are moving towards the third phase. There are three pillars of strategies for successful digital government: openness, governance, and infrastructure for implementation. I'd like to particularly emphasize a few strategies. Openness, civil participation, data-driven, governance framework, the new way of procurement process for digital technologies in general. The procurement process of government is not flexible enough to purchase modern digital technologies. For example, cloud service. One virtue of cloud service is flexibility. You can even buy infrastructure instantly, just as much as you need, whether big or small. However, in most cases, government has a very strict process which would not let you buy them at the right time. Legal and regulatory framework is very important for sustainability, even if the government is replaced. All of these strategies imply something new roles of government other than traditional e-government. Next, let's talk about platform. From the viewpoint of software and service development, platform is a set of software, hardware, rules, standards, people, and any infrastructure on which anyone can build one's own applications, make transactions, make money, and make any types of values. Well, this is actually we call ecosystem. Economy based on this ecosystem, we call it a platform economy. Open markets such as Amazon and online to offline service such as Airbnb, Uber are typical examples based on platform economy. In platform economy, there are usually many players involved in. We call these players as stakeholders. Some stakeholders provide many different services. Some stakeholders are just end users who pay for the services. The most important stakeholder is the platform operator. For Airbnb case, hosts provide services and get paid by Airbnb, the platform operator. Travelers are connected to service by Airbnb platform and pay for the services. Economy system can run on platform in a larger sense, as we discussed in the previous slide. In a rather smaller sense, some platform services can be used for software developers, which is platform as a service. This is one kind of cloud services which provides tools, environment, middleware for development of applications. Smaller services that can be mashed up to build larger, bigger services are often categorized as a platform as a service as well. You can often categorize this category, this separately as BaaS, backend as a service. For example, Google Map API can be considered as a PaaS, platform as a service, or backend as a service, because any developers can build one's own application using these Google Map services by using APIs. Some examples of PaaS are Cloud Foundry, OpenShift, Salesforce.com, Heroku, etc. We had a brief review about digital government platform and platform as a service. So, what is government as a platform? Here we have some background about how the term government as a platform has been born. Traditional government service model is often compared to vending machine model. When United States Obama government started, Donald Carroll, who is a professor at University of Pennsylvania, suggested a new government role, which is different from a traditional model, which he calls a vending machine model. In this model, citizens pay taxes, the government provides services, which is similar to how vending machine works. You insert coins and you get items in the vending machine. The characteristics of this model, which is vending machine model, only a small number of vendors provide services. Secondly, service is very inflexible. So, it is very hard to respond quickly to urgent requests. Therefore, we can hardly expect innovations from this model. The opposite concept is the flea market model. In this model, government just provides a marketplace, which means the role of the government is an enabler. Citizens as well as government can get together and what they want in the marketplace. In other words, through community, flea market model evolves to government 2.0 and then to government as a platform. GaaP 2.0 is a government version of Web 2.0 services. The core of Web 2.0 is collective intelligence. Therefore, flexibility and service innovations are accomplished by collective intelligence. Combining marketplace and community, it will turn out to be a platform. The core philosophies of GaaP, which is government as a platform, are open and share. Let me explain more about the philosophy. First, data-driven and service-centric. Once government opens data more transparently, civilians will play around the data, which will produce lots of innovative services. As a result, citizens will be able to enjoy the diversity of innovative services with better or great user experiences. When government opens data, there are some principles to abide by. I will handle this in the next slide. If government is about to develop services by itself, top priority goal must be the openness, which means using open sources, contributing the output to open source community, providing application programming interfaces for other developers to build on top of these services, and also should be responsible for the whole life cycle of the service she built. Next step is to build ecosystem. For example, like M-Market. Through the ecosystem, the platform will become more robust and sustainable. Finally, every single member must be willing to ask, inform, and boast to break the walls between departments. One of the activities which is very popular in leading companies like Google, Facebook, is DevRel, which is developer relationship. Main goal of DevRel is to build ecosystem around their own platforms. In the same manner, to be successful platform, government should invest some resources to DevRel activities. With regards to opening government data, there are some principles to follow. These are the list of principles. So, let me summarize all these principles. First, all data must be complete and valid. For real-time data, such as disaster situation or traffic information, the data must be timely. Second, data must be machine processable or readable. Third, it must be findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. We call this FAIR, FAIR principle. For more details about these principles, you can visit opengovdata.org. To implement successful GaaP, which is government as a platform, we need some strategies. First, you need to understand who are the actual users of GaaP. The target users of GaaP is not end users like general citizens. GaaP is primarily for developers or designers who build their own services using the platform. In addition to developers and designers, government officials or agencies can be users of a platform as they are responsible for provide resources to build and manage platforms. Second, before you begin to build platform, you must have clear understanding of the platform, requirements, capability to proceed the projects, including resources. The most important factor is to have real expert to lead the platform project. We also need to have some effective and efficient infrastructure for implementing APIs and to implement bulk data download. Unbundling of services. This is very important and very difficult part. In order to provide as many platform services as possible, you first need to identify common functionality which is currently embedded in greater government services. By identifying these common functions and make them as platform services, civilian developers can mash up these functions to build a variety of innovative services. Always try not to make silos. Consistency and interoperability are our primary concerns. When many different bodies of government start to contribute to the government platform, government-wise governance is so essential. Commercial cloud first. Commercial cloud services are already ready and stable. You need to employ CSPs, which is commercial service providers, for the operation of the platform. With only very limited exceptions, you can use your own cloud services. Otherwise, you have to use commercial cloud services. I'll show you one case example which will demonstrate how the government's platform can deal with national emergent situation, which happened in Korea in 2020, in early stage of COVID-19 pandemic. Well, you can see the long lineup waiting to buy a mask. As this news leaflet shows, incidents of mask supply crisis in early COVID pandemic. Even though the main cause of the problem was a shortage of masks, but the real problem, the citizens have suffered from that they had no idea how to get masks or when, where it becomes available. So, a group of hackers go ahead and gather to solve this emergent situation. We call these hackers as civic hackers because they hack for better citizens' experiences. To solve the problem, stock data of market at all the pharmacies must be provided real-time basis. So, these hackers made a proposal how public data should be provided and its format and templates and even how to make use of this public data. Bottom right figure is 광화문 1번지, which is official site for public proposal when they posted the proposal. This hackers movement was very successful. Of course, other than civic hackers, commercial cloud service providers, government agencies, and pharmacies all actively contribute to the mask project. As a result, in just 2 weeks after the proposal, 16 mobile applications and 33 web services became available, which inform where and when people can buy masks. This project demonstrates the power of solving problems by civilian developers. Also demonstrates the importance of machine processable public data. Moreover, the role of CSP should not be overlooked. As a second case study, I will show data portal of Korean government. I believe this is one of the best practice among OECD countries. 11 years after since the service was first launched, it has grown to have more than 70,000 data sets. This is the homepage of the portal. You can search data with keywords, or you can navigate various topics shown at the bottom Even you can request a data set at the top menu as well. These are the example of data that can be downloaded at batch. Downloading a bulk data at batch is very good for static analysis. API service is very popular on this portal, particularly those data that changes frequently or even at real time. It would be better to access data through API. There are some standards and templates for future datasets. When new dataset is built, we need to have some kinds of standards so that it is reusable and interoperable and thus more accessible. As a final case study, I will briefly go over how UK government deals with government as a platform. UK is a leading country in terms of digital government, so we may be able to have some insights by looking into UK case. At the center of UK's digital government, there is a government agency called GDS, Government Digital Service. GDS was founded in 2011 for the implementation of the Digital by Default strategy. It is right under the jurisdiction of Cabinet Office, which implies GDS is covering all government body. CEO of GDS is a member of Executive Committee of the Cabinet Office and in charge of digital services across the whole government. So, in terms of government as a platform, we can say GDS is the governing agency. The other agency sprung from GDS is CDDO, which is Central Digital and Data Office. It is a separate agency mainly responsible for strategies and standards. It is worthwhile to carefully look at the operation of technical code of practice by CDDO. UK GDS provides many interesting services. First, gov.uk. This is main portal for whole UK government. You can find all government services and information starting from here. Gov.uk Pass, a cloud service for public sectors. This is actually hosted by Amazon AWS, which is commercial cloud services. Gov.uk.verify, authentication service used across all government services. Note that this service is operated by private identity service providers. Gov.uk sign-in. This is for single sign-on service. For example, once you log in any of the UK service, you will be automatically logged in other UK services. You can find many single sign-on services in many organizations to access many services with just single login. Gov.uk Pay, online payment for government services, also operated by private payment service providers. Gov.uk.notify. This is unified notification services through email or through text message or whatever. But you should note that this service covers also snail mails, such as printed letters delivered to citizens. This means a lot, implying that the successful digital government should care for non-digital people as well. With these platform services, UK government encourages civil developers to participate in her ecosystem. GDS also provides a digital marketplace. In the marketplace, for more than 30,000 services are available for public sectors. Okay, this is about it. We have covered some backgrounds and explored the definition of government as a platform and looked into these 3 case studies. Hope you could have some insights with this lecture, and also hope this will help your journey to digital transformation. Thank you.